Pranayam is an essential part of yoga abhyas, yoga practice. If we practice only asana or only meditation or only pranayam, it can't be called a complete yoga abhyas. To have a complete yoga abhyas, even if we are doing it for 2 hours or 20 minutes, it must comprise of asana, pranayam, bandh, mudra, gati, and then it is complete, it becomes a complete Bharat Yoga practice. So there are so many people who are too much confused about which pranayam has to be practiced at which season, what pranayam has to be practiced every day. Can we practice 7 pranayam each day, or can we practice 5 pranayam each day? Well, we have to understand the basic rule of yoga abhyas, which is yoga maza hai saza nahi. So we don't have to torture ourselves. It's not like we're doing only pranayam, all 7 pranayam in a day. No, that's not recommended. That's not required, because you have to do asana also, you have to do some gatis also, you have to do meditation also. Similarly, if we are doing 108 Surya Namaskar, oh, there are different parts of yoga sadhana which you need to practice every day. It's called Ati Sarvatra Varjit, which means Ati Sarvatra Varjit, excess of everything is wrong. So when we talk about pranayam, though there are different kinds of pranayam, like Shitali and Shitkari must be practiced in summers, because the name itself tells you that it brings some cooling effect in your system. Similarly, Bhastrika shall be practiced in winters. Then it also depends on the body type. Vat people should practice this pranayam, Pitta people should practice this pranayam, Kapha people should practice this pranayam. But today we are not getting into the detailed conversation on which pranayam has to be practiced by whom, or which pranayam has to be practiced in which season. We are going to learn 3 basic pranayam which everybody can do, and it can be practiced every single day by everyone. So these 3 pranayam, let's begin with the first one, most talked about pranayam, because pranayam means prananam ayama iti pranayama, which means, to simplify it, you understand it in a way, until and unless you are not holding your breath, it can't be called pranayam, because we have to learn kumbhak to actually learn pranayam. But for beginners, it's important that you start. So in this video, I'm not sharing about kumbhak either ways. Like neither way will talk about the anteh kumbhak, the breath retention inhaled way, or bahye kumbhak, exhaled retention, no retention, because there are certain rules that heart patients should not hold their breath for this period of time, or BP patients should not hold their breath for this period of time, asthmatic patients should not hold their breath for this period of time. So today is an episode for each and every one. So the practice that I'm sharing with you today, everybody can do. These 3 pranayams everybody can do. These are just like at the counter medicine, so like everybody can practice them. So the first and most important pranayam which everybody can do is Brahmari pranayam. So Brahmari means Brahmar Gunjan. The word Brahmari has come out from Brahmar Gunjan. So generally we translate it as bee breathing, but it is not a Makhi pranayam. So bee is Makhi. It is bumblebee breathing, Brahmari, Bhavra. So we have to create the sound like a bumblebee. Everybody can do it, but then of course, Ati Sarvatra Varjayet, excess of everything is wrong. So sit in a comfortable posture. So I'm sitting in Ardha Padmasan. You can also sit in Padmasan if that's comfortable to you. If Padmasan is not comfortable, then you sit in Ardha Padmasan. Even if Ardha Padmasan is not comfortable to you, you can sit in simple Chokri Markar Betna, which is cross-legged position. And if you just cannot sit on floor, then you can sit on a chair, and then you can also practice it. But the rule for practicing it on the chair is that your spine should be straight when you are practicing it. Okay. So to practice Brahmari Pranayam, close your eyes. Now take your first finger and you close your second ear. When I say second ear, just have a look at it. So most of the people put their finger inside, which is not recommended. We do not have to put the finger inside our ear. No. This is a flap. You see a flap here. We have to close this flap. So you can take a zoom in so that everybody can see it clearly. So you have to close this flap. Inside, no. You have to close this flap. Okay, both sides. So You close your flap, and many people keep their arms this way. This is not recommended, not recommended. See, the whole posture behind every practice, our saints and rishis and munis and yogis worked, like they created these practices so that each and everything has a meaning. If you bring your hands down, you become comfortable, and then you do ati, which is, as I said, excess of everything is wrong. So make sure that your hands are straight, your elbows are at your shoulder level throughout the practice. Block your ears and then inhale through your nose, and while exhaling we have to create the sound of bumblebee, not just humming sound. It has to be a sound of bumblebee. Just hear me once. Now unblock your ears, bring your hands down, and whatever is happening in your skull, on your face, in your eyes, at your throat, at your ears, just experience it. Let's do it one more time. You can open your eyes, but after a little pause. Never suddenly open your eyes after this practice, okay? So let's do it again, because the whole circulation of blood and the circulation of energy is upwards. So instantly opening your eyes can be dangerous for your eye health, okay? So let's do it one more time. Unblock your ears, no hurry to open your eyes. Stay quiet and feel whatever you're experiencing, and then gently open your eyes. So how many times this has to be done? This has to be done. Start with 5 repetitions. We have done 2 in this video. So you start with 5 repetitions and then gradually take it maximum to 10. We don't need to practice more than that. Okay. So this is Brahari Pranayama. Second practice, which is an essential practice for everyone, is Kapalbhati. Now Kapalbhati also comes under Kriya, which means Shatakarma, because it's a cleansing practice. It also comes under Pranayam. So there are many authentic textbooks of yoga which mention it as Kriya as well as Pranayam. So the simple rule is, when there is breath retention, it is called Pranayam. But today we are not going to do it with breath retention. We will do it simply and gently. But now there is a question which must be coming in your mind, and many of you will definitely ask me this question, that Guruma, we have BP, can we do Kapalbhati? I have high blood pressure, I do Kapalbhati? I have heart issues, can I do Kapalbhati? So the answer is, Kapalbhati is not wrong, but the excess of doing Kapalbhati is wrong. So the count and the number that somebody is doing 100 times, 200 times, 500 times, 1000 times, it is not recommended to anyone. Okay, so the simple rule is Yog Maza Hai Saza Nahi. Second rule is, look at your own capacity of your body, and then decide how much I have to do. But while doing this practice, the mala visarjan, the body waste that gets out of your body, that cleansing process is very important for everyone. But we have to remember few things. One is, do not put extra pressure while doing this practice. Do not, many people do it like, no, we don't have to do that. Your face should be absolutely calm. Your spine should be straight, not stiff. Your body should be absolutely relaxed, and then you practice it. Third, don't overdo it. Fourth, when your BP is high or when you are having any problem, then you must avoid these practices at that time. But when it is normal, you can do it the way I am showing it. Okay, it's very simple. Sit quietly, and then that's it. We are not going very fast. Simple, gentle. Gradually increase the speed, but do it only 25 exhalations. Then 25th exhalation, completely exhale it out. I'll show you one round, okay? Hold your exhalation as long as comfortable. We do not have to exert ourselves, and then now, this is one of the cleanest breath you are taking after 25 exhalations, and then holding your breath out for very few couple of seconds. Then you inhale and you see the full expansion of your lungs, and you see the way oxygen is going in your body. It is so amazing. So do it. This is one round. Start with only 4 rounds. Do not overdo it. Now the patients, those patients I spoke about, heart problems, blood pressure, asthma, or respiratory problems, do it only 4 rounds. We do not have to do more than that. People who are not having these problems can go to 2 to 3 repetitions, which means 25 exhalation is 1 round. 25 exhalation is 1 round. We do it 4 times. That is only for these patients who have hypertension, heart problems, respiratory problems. 4 times. Okay. Other people can do it 8 times, and maximum they can go to 12 repetitions. 25, 25, 12 repetitions, but gradually go to 12 repetitions. Start with 4 only. Okay. So let's do one more round to better understand it. When we exhale, we have to feel the contraction of our stomach. So many people do it with chest, like, no, that's wrong. Your stomach should contract when you exhale. Let's do it one more time. Hold as long as comfortable. This is one round. Okay, so Kapalbhati is clear, and the name itself says Kapal. Kapal means skull, Bhati means shine. So your skull will start shining if you do it every single day, but do not overdo it. Now coming to the third practice, which is king of pranayam, and which is also called Sukhpurvak pranayam, which is also called Anulom Vilom pranayam. But you must know the right name of this pranayam. The right name is Nadi shodhan pranayam. Why is it called Nadi shodhan? Because there are 72,000 nadis, 72,000 nadis in our body. When I say nadis does not mean nerves. Nadis does not mean you need to do our chakra course to understand what nadis are, or you have to do Rupantaran course, which is online also, to understand what nadis are. So nadis are not nerves. We have 72,000 transmitters, nadis in our body. And if there is any way to purify these nadis, these mukhya 72,000 nadis, that's this Nadi Shodhan Pranayam. It purifies your system, and if I would say it is the solution to all the physical and mental and even spiritual problems, it won't be an exaggeration. It is such a powerful practice. But there are certain levels of doing Nadi Shodhan Pranayam, and the first and the basic level is called Sukhpurvak Pranayam, or Anulom, commonly known as Anulom Vilom Pranayam, where we are not doing any breath retention, we are not holding our breath. What we have to do, we have to check that which nostril is working, because Swargyanat Param Jnanam, Swargyanat Param Dhanam, Swargyanat Param Guhyam, Navadrishtam, Navashrutam. The knowledge of your swaras, knowledge of your breath, not just breath, swar, is one of the most powerful knowledge. Param Jnanam. So at different prayer, different time, different body status, different mental status, different emotional status, your different swar works. It is a beautiful knowledge. Maybe someday we will talk about it. Our teachers who do teacher training programs, they learn about it at our classes. But today, let's come back to the topic, which is how to do first level of Nadi Shodhan Pranayam, which is Anulom Vilom or Sukhpurvak Pranayam. So we have to check that which nostril is working more. When I say which nostril is working more, it just simply means that we have to check whether I'm breathing more through right nostril or I'm breathing more through left nostril. So if you're breathing more through right nostril, you start with right nostril. If you're breathing more through left nostril, you start from left nostril. But in case both nostrils are working fine, absolutely equal, then you start with your left nostril. Okay, so right now my both nostrils are working absolutely equal, so I'm going to start with left, but you have to check which nostril is working more, which is more active, and you have to start from that. Okay, so sit quietly and place your left palm in Brahmanjali Mudra in your lap and block your right nostril with your thumb and inhale through your left nostril. Now, wait. Time of inhalation should be equal to the time of exhalation. That's why it is called Sukh Purvak or Anulom Vilom. In English, we call it equalization. Okay, so block your right nostril. Inhale, 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 inhale. Now block your left nostril and exhale through your right nostril. Exhale, 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 exhale. Now we have exhaled through right and we again inhale through right from where we just now exhaled. Inhale, 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 inhale. Exhale through left, exhale, 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 exhale. I'm not opening my eyes. This is one round. Stay here for some time and then gently open your eyes. This is one round. You have to practice at least 5 repetitions. Okay, how many repetitions we can go? Rule of Ati Sarvatra Varjit is not applicable to this pranayam because more you practice, more healthier you become. So give ample amount of time to practice Nadi Shodhan Pranayam because this is a no side effect practice. So let's do one more round to understand it in a better way and then we wind up today's video. So block your right nostril. Inhale, 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 inhale. Exhale through right nostril. Exhale, 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 exhale. Inhale through right. Inhale, 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 inhale. Exhale through left. Exhale, 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 exhale. Keep doing it continuously for 5 repetitions and then stay with your eyes closed for some time and then gently open your eyes. That's all for today. These 3 pranayam, everybody can do the way I have told you in this video. But do not experiment on yourself. You are amazing. You're beautiful. And you're Paramatma's beautiful creation. No matter what your age is, no matter what your gender is, no matter what your nationality is, and no matter what your religion or what your caste or what your color is. You are being created by Paramatma. You are being created by divine. And you are a part of that. But with the regular practice of yoga, we have to control this body, our mind, our emotions, our thoughts, and we have to take the remote control in our hand rather than giving it to someone else. So keep practicing yoga abhyas every single day. Be a Bharat yogi. Be happy. That's the best thing you can do to yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Now, if you want, I have already shared how to do these 3 practices. If you want me to come up with a video where no explanation will be there, just 20 minutes, you and me are going to practice these pranayam, follow along. Just like you on that video and then you follow this video. If you want to me to come up with that, write down pranayam in the comment box below. So I'll wait for so many pranayam being written in the comment box below. And I really like it when I see so many comments, it shows how involved you are. It's not just our team and me who are involved and invested. It's you also. And we feel really happy and grateful to see your comments and your feedback and your, suggestions and your queries. Keep sending us that. Lots of love, light and blessings. Hari Om.